So, updating my efforts to not drink in 2025 is going to go a lot deeper than popping on every couple weeks and saying, hey, I still haven't, or maybe even, hey, I failed, because it's not an if as to whether I'll ever drink again in my life, it's a when. This isn't something I want to define me. I don't think I need to be considered so sick or an addict that it needs to be entirely removed from my life. I don't want to deprive myself of a beer after a hard day, a glass of wine at a fancy dinner, a toast at a special event. Not partaking in those instances would be far sadder to me than I would be proud sticking to a sober streak. I wrote about my feelings on this several years ago after another time that I'd spent a month dry, just to make sure that I could. I wrote these articles as a self-justification that I didn't need to go cold turkey to prove anything, that there's nothing wrong with wanting a drink now and then. And there's not, as long as it's just a drink, not a bottle of gin. My problem has never been when to drink or not being able to withhold from drinking. It's only ever been to stop drinking once I've started. So I play around with exercises in going dry, like right now, to prove that I'm not an alcoholic in the true or dependent sense, and to feel better about myself. But these stints aren't actually enough. They're not reshaping my relationship with alcohol, they're just keeping me away from it. As soon as it's reintroduced, everything eventually goes back to where it started. I'll end my dry month and start slow. Allow myself a beer one night with dinner, then I'll grab a couple coolers at the LCBO for the next week. For a while, I'll never buy more per shopping trip, but start drinking more per night so it doesn't last the week anymore. Not the weekend, just one night. Occasions for drinking will increase, lose their barriers for entry. I'll drink every night I can just because I can. That's enough of a reason, isn't it? I'll upgrade to liquor because of the unnecessary sugar and calories of coolers, and play it off like it's a healthy choice. I'll start making drinks stronger and stronger until I'm sipping straight gin all night. It sounds like an excuse to get to drink again to say that I don't intend to remain sober my entire life. Because why not? Like, is alcohol really that great? But it's a pride thing, on a lot of levels. I am compelled and repelled by my upbringing with alcohol. I've got a lot of conditioning in my young adult life that's absolutely fucked me from being able to control my intake or want to. And as much as I understand that it's not like alcohol is doing me any favors, physically or financially, but to me, just taking it out of the equation is the greatest failure. It means that I'm weak, and what I really want to be is strong enough to have a couple drinks and say, that's good, that's enough, and stop. That's who I want to be. I want to try absolutely grotesque IPA brews with friends. I want to learn and appreciate what the difference is between good and bad wine. I want to try different cultures' spirits, like I might discover something as awesome again as soju someday. For now, though, I'm going to aim to go through 2025 dry and spend this time reflecting on how that affects me, what social and mental complications present themselves in alcohol's absence, and then maybe next year we can implement a game plan to reintroduce it in a healthier way. I consider it a great personal weakness to know in myself that I overdrink when given the chance. And I want to be a person that's stronger than that bad habit. But man, there's a lot to unpack between me and alcohol. This is not going to be simple. I'll probably have enough for another memoir by the end of this, but for now, these vlogs will follow my progress. And that's enough self-analyzing for today. We'll see how I'm doing in a bit. Bye.